All right. So today we're gonna be touching on the myth of Moses. You know, the man that they said parted the the Red Sea, as they say. Uh, so with the story of Moses, he helped his people escape Egypt and go on to lead them out of Egypt into their own land and blah 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 blah. Once again. Now, here's the thing I have about with this particular story. There's no evidence of any Israelites um, being present in what you call Egypt, which real name is Kemet. There's no evidence. Um, there's no bodies. There's no clothing found. No, anything. So all it is just a story, a myth. At the end of the day. Now, um, what I find interesting though, let's start with the whole him parting the Red Sea. And the Pharaoh being drowned. Now they have done all this digging in Egypt, Kemet, and they have not found any bodies of the Pharaoh Ramesses. And let me say this for a side note. They can't even decide on who is the Pharaoh that was supposed to be reigning during the time of, the story, the myth. They can't even decide on who it was. And another thing, they have found no evidence. And then here's the thing with the workers. Those were just poor Egyptians. They were poor paid Egyptians. Don't take my word for it. Read this article, Google it, look it up. They were poor paid Egyptians. They were not poor Israelites, Jews, whatever you want to call them. They were not none of that. They were just poor Egyptians. Um, and one more thing. So I find it interesting how uh, when you read the Bible and it talks about these laws, but there were already laws there. The laws of Mayat was already present. The codes of Hammurabi, which is like the oldest codes that they say is in the world. And when you the eye for an eye, that's on the codes of Hammurabi. That's on the codes of Hammurabi. Don't take my word for it. Look it up. Matter of fact, what's so funny? The codes of Hammurabi. The king. He's Let me show you. He's on the U.S. Capitol. Look at him. Let me read. Author of the Code of Hammurabi, which is recognized in legal literature, is one of the earliest surviving legal codes. This man's picture, I mean, this man's, photo, I mean, not photo. Oh, let me back up. This man's, image is on your capital, your U.S. Supreme Court capital. Why is it Moses on there? If Moses is supposed to be the bring the laws, why is he on there? Huh. Maybe because there is no Moses. Your Moses that people are talking about is this King Hammurabi. That's who your Moses is. That's what the lawgiver, the law barrier, is your King Hammurabi, which is once again on your state. Is your U.S. Supreme Court. Don't take my word for it. Look it up. It's there. Um, but yeah, I mean, I understand. Look, you can believe what you want to believe, but once you start dealing with history with me, that's when you're gonna have a problem. Believe what you want to believe. I'm not trying to take away from you belief. You want to believe in Moses and all this other nonsense, go ahead. But once you start saying that it's something in history, okay, prove it. That's when you have to prove what you're saying. Okay? Show and prove. Don't come in with your belief because I don't care about your beliefs. You can believe anything. I deal with reality. So in reality, there is no Moses. This was a myth that was, given to the black slaves, um, to have them follow this God of the Bible and to make it seem like this is our story and blah 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 blah. And let me say this: the only records that they have of anybody leaving out of Egypt is what was his name? King King Akhenaten, who left out of Egypt because they were worshiping all these other gods. So he was like, "No, let's bring it back to one God." And that was your birth of your of the one God or whatever, or what they call monotheism. That's where that came from King Akhenaten. So if you're gonna talk to me, if you're gonna try to have a discussion, you're gonna have to be first off, you're gonna have to know history, and second of all, you're gonna have to leave belief at the door. But that's all I got to say. I'm done.